Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of In the End, and here I'm going to do the solo, show you how to play the solo for this. I've hunted around on YouTube to see if I can see any videos, any indication of how Alex Lifeson has played this, and I can't find any. I can't find any lessons on the solo either. So hopefully this will give you a hand and see just how you go about playing this. Over the years, as usual, I've played this in many different ways, in many different positions, and what I'll do is I'll show you what I've kind of come to now, and I'll show you some of the variations. So that you can pick and choose the way you want to play it and how you want to play it. Okay, so here we go. So you come into the solo from this. So you come in from. Oh, that was terrible, wasn't it? So you come into the solo from this. So something along those lines. So we start off with so this phrase here. So this is going from an A to a B. So you're going to bend up from an A to a B. You're not going to do. So it's a. So once you bend up, then mute the string with your right hand. So do that twice. Then to G on the 12th with a little hammer here. So it's. So then it's the 11th to 12th. So this is all done on the 3rd string. So it's 11, 12, 11, 14, back down to 11, back down to 12 on the 4th. Okay, so other places you can play this is obviously down here from the A here. So, and finish on the D. The reason I think it's played here is because of this next run, which goes right. That sounds to me as if it's all played on the wound strings. And if it's all played on the wound strings, then the sensible place to be starting from is going to be here. And that means the sensible place to start the whole thing is around here. And if you also think about the fact that this is on Fly By Night by Torn the Snow Dog, so there, which I showed you in the last set of videos I did, that sounds like I always used to play it down here, but actually when you see the videos it's all played up here. And this is on the same album. So I think it's likely that this is where it's played. So this run is So it's all between 9 and 12. What's the 8 down to the very bottom? So it's going from, you follow the fingers. So follow that again. Okay, so you follow that and then speed that up. You get to the beginning. Then we come into where you could start to have some variations in this part. So the next bit it goes into. So this is going from the C. So you're going to sort of hammer from the C, and then up to the F here on the 5th string. So you're starting from 8, hammer on 10 on the 6th, then go up to 8 on the 5th, then back up, then down to 10 on the 6th, 8, and then 10 on the 5th. Then from here you slide up to 12 on the 5th. Hold that for 2 notes. And then same kind of thing until you come up to here on the F on the G string. And then from the 12th you hold that one for 2 notes. Then just down from the G, finishing on the D here. So you get then here we come to, which is going from the 7th on the 4th, hammer up to the 9th, up to the 7th, up to the D here, the 7th on the 3rd, to the 9th. You're going to bend up to the F sharp here. So you're going from the E here to the F sharp. So it's to bend that, release, and hammer off, or pull off, I should say, back to the back of the D. So that's what you're listening for. And you finish on the D. Yeah. So you get this whole sequence. Now you can play this from here. In some ways, maybe that makes a bit more sense because these bits are near each other on the fretboard. And given everything else, I think it's playing around here. I think it's probably that first part of the sequence is played around the 12th, and then it's dropped down. Because playing this here, I mean, it could be played there. It doesn't sound like it. This sounds like an unwound string. Then here we've got 2 different places you can play this. I can't decide which one is right. So so you can have so what sounds like a sensible place to play this is here. So this is going from on the B string, going from the 10 to 12. So it's the same kind of thing that you've been doing elsewhere on the fretboard. And you're going to bend up from the to the F sharp here on the E string. Come down to the A and then down to the G. Slide down to this same place you were down before. So instead of so that's quite a sensible place to play it. Quite often I've played it here. Yeah, basically when you take a choice, I don't know exactly where it is played, and I play it in different places at different times. This is a little bit more awkward because of trying to hit that G. You either got to drop down to hit the G down here, or you got to try and D. So you hit this D here instead of you either got to drop down to try and hit it, or you got to try and hit it down over here, and it doesn't quite sound right sometimes. But sometimes, because I played it there for a long time, I drop into playing it there automatically when I'm in the middle of it. Next bit is again different places you can play this one. I've for a long time played it here just because I find the bend easier on the third string. So this is just going from A to G, slide up to the B, and so this is going from 14, 12, slide up to 16. And then the last one, you just do a bend up to this B here. Equally, you can play it here. And you'll see that for that bend I normally switch fingers. So I switch fingers onto my middle finger. That's a much stronger finger for me, so I can bend much easier with that middle finger, so I switch the finger. On the G string I don't necessarily have to, I can do it on the index finger. Next one is to a C, so you bend from the B to the C. So this one again, this is where I've tended to play this. So it's bend up from the B to the C here, from the 12th to the 13th. And again a little hammer and pull. Then down to the G. And that's just going from 12th to 11th on the G string. Then to the A, the F sharp here, which is on the 11th on the G string. And then down to the D, on the 12th on the D string. Alternatively, you can play this here. And then drop down to here. Exactly where it's played, exactly how it's played, I say I've got no evidence to say one way or another, so you choose wherever it is you think it's sensible for you, where it's easiest for you to play. And then the last bit is so this is just pull off here. So this is taking up taking a kind of D shape here. So you're going to do a pull off from on the B string from just bar the 7th fret, and then pull off from 8th on the B, and then pick up the D below it on the 7th on 3rd, and then pick up this D on the 10th fret here on the E string. And when you hit that, pull that down. Second time, just pick up this lower D here on the G string. And then the third time, and you also have to remember that there's probably 2 guitars playing at this point. So everything from here, everything from there, like there's 2 guitars playing. Whether it's 2 individual guitars or whether it's just double tracked, I don't know, but it sounds like there's 2 guitars playing on there. Obviously, on stage, there won't be. So that is the end of the solo. After you've finished that bit, you then come into back into the last verse, and then running into the end. So hopefully that gives you some kind of idea on how to play the solo for in the end. There's a lot of scope for your own variations that you can put into it. So go away with it, have fun with it, and I'll see you next time for whatever it is I do next. Ta-ra!